Hello, my dearest story lovers, and welcome back. Last time, we witnessed Annabel Peyton, the first of our beloved Wallflowers, find her unexpected happily ever after. The pact was made, and one wallflower was down. But the season has turned, and with the crisp autumn air comes a new challenge, a new hope, and a romance so fiery it could warm the coldest English winter. Our story, it happened one autumn, now turns its focus to the most vibrant, outspoken, and unapologetically American of the Wallflowers, the magnificent Miss Lillian Bowman. Lillian is a force of nature, heiress to a soap and perfume fortune. She's wealthy, beautiful, and as subtle as a lightning strike. She says what she thinks, does what she wants, and has absolutely no patience for the stuffy, starched collar rules of the English aristocracy. Her goal for the season? To secure a titled husband, not for love, but to satisfy her father's ambition of seeing his company's logo on a royal warrant. And where does our story begin? At the grandest of estates, Stony Cross Park, the ancestral home of the one man who seems to embody everything Lillian despises. Marcus, Lord Westcliff. Lord Westcliff, the Earl, a man carved from granite and propriety. He is order, control, and tradition personified. He oversees his vast estate with meticulous care, and he views Lillian Bowman as a walking, talking, and far too loud disruption to his perfectly managed world. In their previous encounters, sparks didn't just fly, they ignited bonfires of mutual irritation. He finds her brash and ill-mannered. She finds him arrogant, condescending, and frankly, boring. They are oil and water, fire and ice, and they are about to be trapped under the same roof for a 3-week house party. What could possibly go wrong? Or my friends, what could possibly go right? The house party is in full swing, a glittering affair filled with potential suitors for Lillian. The Wallflowers, Annabel, now happily married to Simon Hunt, along with the shy Evie and the romantic Daisy, Lillian's younger sister, are all there to support her. Their mission? Help Lillian bag a nobleman. But Lillian's attention and her temper is constantly drawn back to their host. One afternoon, during a game of rounders, the tension between them becomes a spectacle for all to see. Lillian, competitive and athletic, plays with an unladylike gusto that horrifies the English ladies and secretly fascinates the gentlemen. Marcus approaches her, his face a mask of disapproval. Marcus, Miss Bowman, one might think you are attempting to knock the ball into the next county. Lillian, that's the point, my lord. It's called playing to win. Perhaps you're unfamiliar with the concept? Marcus, in England we call it sportsmanship. A certain decorum is expected. Lillian, in America we call that playing to lose. And I never lose. Oh, the delicious friction. Every conversation is a battle of wills, a delightful chess match of witty insults and simmering frustration. He criticizes her forwardness. She mocks his stiffness. Yet, beneath the barbs, something else is stirring. A reluctant awareness, a dangerous curiosity. They may not like each other, but they certainly can't ignore each other. The true turning point, the moment the ice begins to crack, happens away from the prying eyes of society. Lured by the sound of rushing water, Lillian discovers a hidden waterfall and grotto on the estate grounds. It's a place of breathtaking, wild beauty, and for a moment, the brash American is silenced by awe. And who should she find there but Lord Westcliff himself? Here, away from his duties, Marcus is different. He's quieter, more reflective. He speaks of the land not as a possession, but as a legacy, a part of his very soul. Lillian, for the first time, sees past the Earl to the man beneath, a man with deep passions and a profound sense of responsibility. Lillian, it's beautiful. I never imagined something so untamed existed on your perfectly manicured property. Marcus, some things cannot and should not be tamed. They must simply be appreciated for what they are. And as he says this, his eyes are on her. In that moment, the air between them changes. It crackles with an energy that has nothing to do with annoyance and everything to do with a raw, undeniable attraction. He sees not an uncivilized American, but a woman of passionate spirit and fierce vitality. She sees not an arrogant lord, but a man of strength and hidden depth. He steps closer. The scent of her, a unique, custom-made perfume that is all her own, surrounds him. A scent of lily of the valley and other more exotic notes. It's the scent of temptation. He lifts a hand, his fingers gently tracing the curve of her jaw. Her breath hitches. His formidable control, the bedrock of his entire existence, begins to crumble. He leans in, his lips just a whisper from hers. And then he pulls back, shaken, terrified by the intensity of what he almost did. He leaves her there, heart pounding, leaving them both utterly bewildered and irrevocably changed. But the path to love is never so simple, is it? While Lillian is grappling with her confusing new feelings for Westcliff, another suitor enters the fray, and he is perhaps the most dangerous man in all of London. Lord St. Vincent, beautiful as a fallen angel, with a reputation for vice that is as legendary as his charm. He is everything Westcliff is not: smooth, seductive, and utterly without scruples. He needs to marry an heiress to save himself from financial ruin, and he sets his sights on Lillian. St. Vincent showers her with the flattery and poetic compliments that Marcus is incapable of giving. He understands the art of seduction, and Lillian, confused by Marcus's hot and cold behavior, finds herself dangerously tempted. This, of course, drives Marcus mad with a jealousy so potent it shocks him. The battle for Lillian's hand and her heart has begun. We see Marcus, the man of control, begin to act on pure primal instinct. He interrupts Lillian's conversations with St. Vincent. He steals her for dances, holding her far closer than is proper, his voice a low growl in her ear. Marcus, stay away from him, Lillian. He is not the man for you. Lillian, and I suppose you are? You can't even decide if you like me or despise me from one moment to the next. Marcus, liking you has never been the issue. The issue is that I want to strangle you one moment and kiss you the next. And I'm beginning to find the latter urge inescapable. The passion between them is a storm about to break. During a hunt, Lillian is nearly injured in an accident, and Marcus's frantic, desperate reaction as he rushes to her side lays his feelings bare for all to see. He cares for her, deeply and fiercely. And in the safety of his arms, Lillian finally admits to herself that this infuriating, impossible man is the only one she truly wants. They share a stolen, searing kiss in the stables, a kiss that is not gentle or tentative, but a collision of pent-up longing and explosive passion. It seals their fate. They belong to each other. But Lord St. Vincent is not a man who accepts defeat. Realizing he has lost the game, St. Vincent resorts to a desperate, villainous plan. He conspires with Lillian's own lady's maid, tricking Lillian into believing her sister Daisy is ill. He lures her away from Stony Cross Park with the intention of taking her to Gretna Green, a place in Scotland where they can be married immediately, without consent or ceremony. he will force her into marriage, steal her fortune, and ruin her. This is the ultimate test. When Marcus learns of Lillian's disappearance, the cool, controlled Earl is completely annihilated, replaced by a primal predator on the hunt. He doesn't hesitate. He gathers his men and rides out into the stormy night, driven by a single terrifying thought. He must get her back. The chase is relentless. Marcus pushes his horse and himself to the absolute limit. This isn't about propriety or duty anymore. This is about the woman who has become the center of his universe. He finally corners them at a small inn, just shy of the Scottish border. He bursts into the room to find Saint Vincent trying to force himself on a defiant, struggling Lillian. The ensuing confrontation is brutal. Marcus, consumed by a cold, precise rage, doesn't just fight Saint Vincent. He systematically dismantles him. It's a raw, visceral display of the power and ferocity lurking beneath his civilized exterior. He rescues Lillian, wrapping her in his coat, his arms a shield against the world. In the quiet aftermath, all pretenses are gone. They are just a man and a woman, stripped bare by terror and relief. Lillian, you came for me. Marcus, always. I will always come for you, Lillian. Don't you know that by now? There is no place in this world you could go that I would not find you. He takes her back to Stony Cross Park. Scandal be damned. He walks into a room full of shocked guests, carrying her in his arms, and makes a declaration that silences everyone. Marcus, Miss Bowman has done me the honor of agreeing to become my wife. She will be the next Countess of Westcliff. And just like that, the fire and the ice didn't just meet, they merged, creating something stronger and more passionate than either could have been alone. The brash American heiress had not only tamed the untamable Earl, but she had captured his heart completely. And the stiff, unyielding Lord Westcliff had grounded Lillian's fiery spirit, giving her a love as solid and enduring as the land he commanded. Their journey was a tempest of arguments, a slow burn of desire, and a climactic storm of passion and danger. But in the end, on a crisp autumn day, they found in each other not an adversary, but their perfect, improbable match. 2 wallflowers down, 2 to go. Join us next time as we turn our attention to the shyest of them all, Evangeline Jenner, whose story involves a scandalous rake, a desperate bargain, and a love that blossoms in the most unexpected of places. Until then, remember that sometimes the greatest love stories are the ones that begin with a fight.